He manages a forest, hiking, and four-wheeling over 540 acres where he sets the prescribed burns himself. He also keeps bees, builds his own bee boxes, and moves them around to get the best nectar. And he's still on call for the Paramore drugstore that now belongs to his son. Paramore is frequently the featured speaker on bees and trees at the town civic group meetings and at Rotary Club. He said, "I retired 21 years ago and have been playing ever since." He started out buying 17 acres back in the 50s and by the early 70s had purchased the rest a dozen miles north of Marietta. With help from his family, Paramore planted 228 acres in loblolly with some in slash pine. He attended Florida Forest Service classes and became certified to do prescribed burns. Paramore has worked with USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service since 2008. The agency has provided financial and technical assistance to help him treat invasive species and plant food plots, longleaf pine, and pollinator habitat. He said it's been great working with them as they coincide with my goals to increase wildlife on my property. To see more of this story, go to our website at southeastagnet.com.
Attention citrus growers, production managers, industry professionals. The 25th Annual Citrus Expo is set for August 17th and 18th at the Lee Civic Center, Fort Myers. Don't wait. Pre-register now at citrusexpo.net. All pre-registered growers are eligible to win a John Deere gun safe provided by Everglades Farm Equipment. Other sponsors include Tessenderlo Curly, the Citrus Research and Development Foundation, GP Solutions, Orchex, Fresh from Florida, Keyplex, and New Farm. Get all the details at citrusexpo.net and in Citrus Industry Magazine.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. There are a few people who have earned the title celebrity that actually feel like family members, and Vicki Lawrence is one of them. It's always typical, Rob, when we have somebody that I really, really like, I get 10 minutes. I don't get a half hour with these people.
Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence is on the phone. She's Emmy Award-winning actress, star of the television show Mama's Family, one of the ensemble members of the Carol Burnett Show, which is where we first met her, I would think. That's where I first did anyway. And I've never actually met her. So I'm a little tongue-tied and a little starstruck because it's Vicki Lawrence, Robin.
I know.
Good morning, Vicki. How are you?
Hey, 10 minutes is a long time, Larry. You can do a lot of stuff in
Well,
10
you know
minutes.
what? We figured it's 4 minutes more than Jimmy Fallon gives, so.
Oh. Jimmy who? Hey, while I'm thinking of it.
Yes.
A little shout-out to the LGBT community down there. 'Cause
Yeah,
you all
really.
have been through it, and they love you and support you. So just love, okay?
There you go.
But thank you for talking to me.
That is so sweet to say. Yeah, that was horrible. You know, sometimes we have these horrible things, and in showbiz, and Robin and I are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to showbiz. But it feels, but it feels like, what do we even do in this world compared to what doctors and other people do? And as somebody who has achieved as much as you have in show business, I mean, we realize by watching you that you make us feel better when things aren't so good. It really serves a purpose.
I'm happy that I'm doing something good.
And see, you don't even know it. You don't even know what you do.
You look at me and laugh. That's good.
No, what was the? I don't want to do the whole story, obviously, because you only have 10 minutes with us. And we have something we want to talk about with hives, right?
Yes.
With hives, it's what is it actually called? Chronic idiopathic urticaria.
Urticaria, very nice.
I'm a reader. I'm a good reader.
You're a good reader.
So you have that? You have that condition?
I do. I'm one of 1.5 million people in the country that have CIU, is what we call it. And so I have partnered with the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America and created a beautiful website called ciuandyou.com. And it's made possible by Genentech and Novartis, and it's an educational program to just let people know that they're not alone. When I was diagnosed, I had never heard such a mouthful, and I Googled it, and of course there was no information on the web, so I said I will just, when I got mine under control with my allergist, I said I'll throw my hives in the ring, put my face up there, and make everybody familiar with it. So, and it's great, through social media. It's like people tell me all the time, "Oh my God, I think this is my kid," or "I think this is my sister."
So the thing that I'm wondering, I'm looking at the website now, ciuandyou.com, and there you are, beautiful as ever. And I wondered,
You Google us now, and vroom, up comes that website, right? Right?
Thank you so much. That was sweet. Thank you for doing that. All right, so
Perfect.
see, I knew she'd have fun. I know we have a serious topic we're supposed to talk about with one of the funnest ladies in America.
Yes.
It's like saying, can you talk serious to Howard Stern? I don't think so. No, you can. I'm teasing about that too. All right, so you have. Okay, the word chronic is the worrisome word because that means it's always with you, right?
Chronic means that it's now lasted 6 weeks or more. And for
that's
me,
it.
I broke out in the hives, and my allergist said, yeah, almost everybody does that at some point in their life, and we'll get it under control. But after 6 weeks of trying everything you can possibly think of, he said, I don't think there's a trigger for this. That's the idiopathic part, is that the doctor can't tell you why it's happening. And meanwhile, for 6 weeks you're trying everything that you're sure you've done, like you've eaten a bad shrimp or you're allergic to I wouldn't take a hot shower because I was pretty sure it was the heat that was doing it.
Oh, my goodness.
You've changed a soap. You've done something. One of my best friends said, stop drinking that red wine. It's all those tannins. And I said, are you kidding me? It's the red wine that is getting me through this. But you're sure it's an allergic thing, but it's for those of us that have it chronically, it can come and go, and it can stay around for years. I've talked to people that have been looking for answers for years. But it is, the good news is it's manageable. You get to the right allergist, the right dermatologist, it's manageable. And it's not curable, but it is manageable.
But a person of your caliber, actually, living with it and talking about it and still doing your craft really instills self-esteem in others that they can say, yes, I can do this. I don't have to stay in bed.
That's right. I am an amazing person. And you can be too.
So how about the person who's hearing about this for the first time? And they say, well, maybe this is what I have.
Exactly.
What are they looking? What does it look like, or how does it feel? Is it everywhere on your body?
Hives? Well, anybody that's ever broken out in a rash or hives knows it's a little red. It's rashy, it's itchy, and the minute you touch it, it gets worse. Like mine was sort of like happened when I was out walking the dogs. By the time I got home, I'd scratched welts all over my body, and then the more you scratch, the bigger they get, and then they turn into continents, and they merge together.
Oh, no.
It's.
And so what you're using to keep it at bay is a medicine, is a pharmaceutical, right?
There, it's going to be different for everybody, but there are options out there, and the important thing is to get to the right. I think the important thing for me, at least, with this program, is to let people know that there are ways to manage it. You are not alone. You have not lost it. It's a real thing. And the trick is there are downloadable materials on there that will encourage you to take pictures and to keep a diary so that when you do because you know how the health community is now, you might not get to the right doctor for a while, and you're not going to get a diagnosis of chronic for 6 weeks. So you want to just be armed and very proactive when you do get to the right doctor. So that you can discuss your options.
So the diagnosis, may not be there, but for yourself it's been 6 weeks. A person would know for himself, right, or herself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you need to find the allergist or the dermatologist that's familiar with CIU that can help you get through it.
That's the key right there. And does the website help you find that person?
I imagine it will just, I think what you're going to do is contact a good allergist or dermatologist or go through your health plan, however you have to do it. And I would say if you get to a doctor that is says, I have no idea what CIU is, you cross him off the list and move on to the next guy.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And what kind of symptoms do people have? Can those symptoms mask this and maybe think people have something else other than this?
Itching, scratching that doesn't go away for over 6 weeks. That's
Wow.
pretty much-
That's enough to know, right?
Wow.
Is it?
Yeah, and I've talked to people that have, they're not going horseback riding, they won't go to the beach, they're not doing their favorite things. I spoke to a woman who kept a huge notebook, before she started crying when she saw my story, because she said, I had no idea anybody else was even going through this.
Well, that's
That's
why
a woman
this.
that moved out of her house because she was sure there was something in there that was doing it to her.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
And there, as I said, 1.5 million of us, more women than men. My theory being that we women get to do everything fun more than the men do. I'm sure you can relate to that, Robin.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are guys out there dealing with this too. So
Can you, is it transmittable? Can you give this to someone else?
it's hives. No.
That was a you didn't know.
Although I will have to say at my worst, I don't think anybody wanted to be near me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I just wasn't sure, so I had to ask the question.
No.
We just want to know if you shook your hand, would we get it? So.
Yeah.
Can we get it over the phone? Well, Vicki, it is truly an honor to be able to speak to you. By the time we end our career, we've been doing this since 1984. There will be a few people who will, when somebody says, who did you speak to in the course of all those years, we'll probably never forget that we spoke to you in this 10 minutes. So.
Oh, thank you. And they'll say, who?
Yeah, they will, but we'll know. Oh, come on, you know who we're talking about. I love
Google her.
Do you know what I love? I love the outtakes. When I go on YouTube, I love the outtakes, like with you and some of the other characters actresses that you played with.
Yes.
Some of the outtakes, I don't know. It's just fun stuff for me to watch.
Yeah, of course it's fun. It was fun then, and it's fun to watch now.
Does it help with the hives or no? To laugh?
Well, I don't know about that.
Does
that
laugh-
and the red wine.
Yeah, I love red wine.
Well, I know you've got a lot of goofy radio people to talk to. Thank you for taking time to speak to these two. And
Thanks, you guys.
And again, it's been an honor. And everybody go to the website that Vicki is promoting, CIUandyou.com. If you know somebody with hives that seems like it's just not going away, have them check out the site. It might be this. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you. Love to Orlando.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
No accidents on this Wednesday. Sunshine for the most part with a high of 87 on the coast, but up to 93 inland. Clear to partly cloudy wind tonight, low 71 to 75. For Thursday, partly sunny. Watch out for a thunderstorm, high 89 at the coast, 95 inland. On Friday, times of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm in a few places, the high 89 on the coast, 95 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Central Florida Eye Institute is the area